Gina, we got to be quick, but I want to hear everything you got at your disposal. So walk me through your pedal board, and kind of how John did it was the levels of dirt, or like kind of the gain stages. So let's start there, and then you can go to modulation.
Great, yeah. The first thing, I just got the 1176 UA compressor, which is awesome. So I kind of have that in with my clean sound. I'm not nearly able to use it to the fullest of its capacities, just like on tour. I just found it's got the 3 settings: the single, the dual, and the sustain. So I just have it set on dual. That's like the Black Dog tone.
Okay.
It says the user manual. So that's what's going on with that. And then the ratio has the like all buttons in feature, like how the like actual outboard compressor would be. So that's pretty cool.
Got it.
So this is great for the studio. For live, I just kind of have it set at a nice like tone that I like. So that's just kind of my clean sound. Is
that on all the time, or is that just when you're playing clean stuff?
That's just for clean stuff.
Got it.
Yeah. And then next, I just got, this is the Earthquaker device Zor pedal.
Okay, yeah.
This is a new overdrive pedal they put out, I guess, last year or this year. It's a transistor-only overdrive pedal, so there's no op-amp or diodes. Sounds awesome. I was previously in this one's place was the MXR Timmy,
that's
but
right.
I kind of swapped them, so I love this thing. It's really, really dynamic. Like it's really responsive with like the onboard volume control, so I can have the volume rolled off and have a really sparkly clean, and then give it like full volume and get a really full overdrive sound. And then it has this weight knob that adds like low end into your signal. That's really cool. So that's kind of my like low gain distortion sound. So I don't know if this is the best way to do this, or
no, you're crushing
sorry,
it.
It's annoying.
There's still a lot of sparkle and spank to that.
Totally.
You know, you still hear the telly.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And then my like main distortion, that's kind of the majority of what you would hear, is the MXR Super Badass, and then I have it stacked with the Timmy. So here's it without the Timmy.
So the Timmy's hitting the Super Badass?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have it set in the toggles in the center, so that's like the symmetrical clipping setting. And so here's the MXR on its own. Yeah. So it adds a lot of high end.
There's a lot there.
Yeah, so that makes it poke through a bit more. And then I have like this SP compressor is hitting this fuzz pedal. This is technically a Philly Fuzz Infidel pedal, but it's the prototype. This
You've
thing
had that for a minute, right?
Had it forever. It's like my favorite pedal ever. It breaks all the time. Jesse's constantly like fixing it, but it's just it's got something special to it. And I just have the compressor hitting it, so it's got a really zippery, like insane fuzz sound. So that sounds like this. Yeah, so that's a nice annoying sound for my bandmates to listen to.
I mean, you definitely will stand out.
Yes, in terms like, I really like that for when we're doing like dual harmonized leads, because it kind of like tucks in the mix. It's not like a really like shrill lead. It's just has that nice like low end kind of zippery, fuzzy, like compressed sound. I think it sounds really good with John's leads when we're doing something together. And then for like leads that are more on their own, I have the Super Badass and Timmy together in a patch with just the volume a little bit louder with a little bit of like reverb. So yeah.
Got it.
And that's kind of it for that.
For the drives, I do see the Big Muff. How is that? Where's that entered in the mix?
Yeah, so the Big Muff has its own kind of station. This is a Jesse Anderson mod.
Now it's a different mod though than what John says, and I'll get the information from Jesse.
Different from John's. He added this toggle to bypass the tone stack.
Okay.
And then we have an option of 2 different capacitor tones. So I just kind of have it set, kind of just with the bypassing the tone stack on the capacitors. I don't really know enough to be able to hear the difference between them, but I just think it sounds cool. But yeah. So that's
way different. It's like different enough that it warrants having both on the board.
I like having two different fuzzes, one that's really zippery and really extreme, and one that's
gated.
Just a little a little more smooth and whatever. So yeah.
So in the middle there, I see kind of a pile of modulations.
Yeah. I have the DD3 in with this Zor patch, so I don't have it on all the time, but sometimes we'll do like kind of whatever, like dotted eighth kind of rhythmic stuff. Yeah, so that's just kind of lives with the Zor.
Okay.
The phase 90. I've tried other phasers. I just really like this one for live. It's just really hits really efficiently. It sounds awesome. And what else? The Space Spiral I've had for a while. It's another Earthquaker delay that's got some cool trails to it. Let's see. So it's got a nice long tail to it.
And then how's the timeline getting used? Just more extreme delays and trails and stuff?
The timeline, I really like it for the filtery effects.
Okay.
So I have one that I love, like ending songs with it, or we do some instrumental parts where we'll kind of go off, and I love all these like filtery things. A couple that I've programmed in here. Like this is one I use a lot in the show. I'll just let that roll for a while.
Go get a drink.
Come back. Yeah. So I use it for a lot of stuff like that. I like combining it with the slow. I have the whammy pedal in the same line with that. So a lot of times I'll do like whatever, like hit a Strymon patch, and then add the verb. This is a Strymon patch I programmed for the song Seasons. So really long, more extreme types of delay. The DD3, or sometimes I'll have a DD6. We kind of go back and forth between whose pedals are whose, but yeah, I save that for more of the like tight, kind of picking type of delay, and the timeline for more extreme, like really washy stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we covered everything, considering we had to do it in such a compressed time, and I know we went over, so I apologize to the other bands, apologize to the venue. I don't apologize to Gina, because I'm so glad to have you and spend some time with you and talk here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.